Listen up and clean your ears out, because these boys are here.
仮面ライダーがやってきたクリスマスにやってきたライダーライダークリスマス
What's your line? Fuck it! Fuck! This fucking thing sucks! Hey guys, welcome to Bugboys. This is the Christmas special.
You had a little outburst there. What happened?
Wait, were we recording?
Are we live right now?
Yeah, we're doing it live.
Is this live?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, we got a Nutella pancake that he's eating here.
Stop acknowledging things that are in real life. Just fucking acknowledge the
Well,
bugs.
I'm saying, as an advice, just pointing out, there is going to be some minor ASMR Christmas tingles.
I'm getting real festive right now with the cranberries and the Nutella.
And we're just going to be doing some eating ASMR.
I'm just in the spirit, right? I'm in the spirit of Christmas right now, guys.
Well, we talk about bugs and whatnot, so you understand how things go.
You know how they relate bugs and Christmas? They go hand in hand. You look under the tree and you look for that new Bugboy toy, and there you go.
You look under that tree and you find a perfectly scolded garage kit model of X-Aid putting out, just like hiking his tush in the air, inviting you with his.
I would love that.
You know,
oh man.
So,
Thanks, Santa.
Thanks, Santa. It's what I've always wanted. X-Aid's tight hole. Anyways,
he really knows, what you
he really knows. He knows when you've been bad or good. And you've been very bad, Emu. Okay. So we're just going to go over the new X8 episode, which is X8 episode 10, I think. I could be wrong.
It was 10.
Okay. So, reeling from the wounds sustained from the using Dragon Knight Hunter Z, Emu and CR are helpless as the virus epidemic hits its peak and reaches the news. The Secretariat criticizes Emu for his actions, telling him that cooperation and teamwork are what make a doctor shine. Snipe, Brave, and the newly arrived Razor struggle to fight Graphite, who defeats them as they all bicker. Emu arrives as the riders lick their wounds and apologizes for his actions. Kiryu suggests to Emu that the surgery he received as a child was actually to help him use the gamer driver, suggesting Kyotaro is less than moral. Emu, hurt to his core, decides to give up on Kyotaro and let Hiro have the Dragon Knight shot, but Kiryu and Snipe appear, and a fight breaks out as Emu's personality suddenly changes with his eyes glowing red, and causes him to challenge his colleagues. Emu transforms with the Dragon Knight Gashat and is defeated by the three other riders, causing it to scatter into 4 individual Gashats. The group teleports Graphite to the scene and the riders transform using Dragon Knight Hunter. With the armor split up among them, the 4 riders unite against Graphite and destroy him. Kyotaro recovers, and Hiro deals with the bittersweet victory of avenging his girlfriend. Don and Pallid celebrate the data obtained from the Gashat and Graphite's sacrifice. And that is the episode. What did you think?
I liked it. I thought they would become a team, but they didn't.
I mean, it's only we're only 10 episodes in, so
but they're hinting at it.
Yeah, so it's going to happen. It's just I figured it's not going to happen that quickly. It was a very strange episode. I feel like like you pointed out, there's the scene where they just start fighting on a bridge. They were using a couple of places that they don't normally use when it comes to fights and everything. Yeah. I don't know, maybe just because I didn't get any sleep last night. The whole episode felt very weird, not in a bad way.
There was a lot of parts that felt like an anime, where they just stand and illuminate on a scene.
That was exactly where they did the whole camera rotating shot where Emu's talking to the 3 of them, telling them to work together, and they're just like, "Oh, I'm not a hero." That was a little strange. They don't normally do that kind of bold cinematography in modern Heisei.
Yeah.
So that was very strange. It looks like Laser gets to be a normal boy without having, mostly normal, without the samurai gear attached to him. So
yeah,
I'm going to be surprised if that's what he starts using, because that looks like it's way less cumbersome than the other suit, and it probably is less of a strain on the actor's body.
How do you feel about the upgrade being split up? How'd you like it?
I thought it was a neat concept. I think I talked about it last week. I like the idea of riders sharing upgrades. So getting that split up and seeing them kind of individually. It was kind of funny just because Snipes is just bars. It's that's not a gun. That's not a gun. You just... I don't know what I'm expecting. I'm expecting an actual piston, clockwork movement. Guns are not clockwork. I don't know why I thought that. You know, just a little steampunk.
No, get the steampunk out of this show.
Gotta get the new. Oh, we're doing a. Hey guys.
No, we're not doing that.
What if?
Move on.
What if steampunk rider? What if like he was called Kamen Rider Gear and like he transforms and he has a top hat and he's epic.
What is there anything steampunk good?
Kerberos Club.
No, that's not good. Anyway,
You've never played it.
Not good. Confirmed.
Okay. Anyways, I think, it's splitting up. I think it's going to be an upgrade we're going to see very briefly, and then we're probably not going to see it again for a good while.
Yeah.
It looks like they have to defeat the dragon over and over again to get it split up, which is interesting. Which I think even further drives home the fact that they're not going to use it like more than like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
I don't really have any strong feelings about the upgrade. It's just kind of whatever. It looks like we're going to be getting looks like Dan Kuroto is getting his identity finally revealed next episode, which will be one step closer.
That was the interesting part of this episode. Was like finding about like, oh, okay, so
yeah, and it looks like that surgery he got as a kid was probably just compatibility surgery, which makes you wonder if whatever medical crisis he had going on, it makes you wonder if there was even a real medical crisis and that they just created one. Mm-hmm. I'm suspecting it's probably that he was infected with the virus, and they mentioned before that you have to have a trace amount of the Bugster virus injected into you to make the compatibility. And I wouldn't be surprised if, when he was a kid, he was infected with the virus as like Subject 0, and they used that as an opportunity to subtract most of it from him and make him compatible with the gamer driver. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case.
Do you think that has anything to do with his more gamer personality?
We talked about spoilers before, but like, yeah, I think it's definitely like, I think there's probably some sort of split personality thing going on. Like, it's becoming more and more evident, especially with like the red eye thing.
That was weird.
Yeah,
before it was just the hair.
It was just kind of like hair swinging and his
this time
smile.
It was an actual physical.
And he was like getting all dickish, like, oh, how does it feel to lose against an intern, sort of deal.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's gonna play a role. It's definitely more dynamic than some of the past characters we've had, where it's just kind of they have one motivation, and that's fine. But this boy has 2 personalities in him, and one of them is clearly kind of a dillweed. So,
what if it's like Fight Club?
Oh my god!
It's a big like that.
Fight Club. Hey guys, you ever see Pulp Fiction? Check out my badass motherfucker wallet or something like that.
Yeah.
Check out my badass motherfucker wallet. Check it out, guys.
Check it out.
So that's fucking that's.
What does that have to do with Fight Club?
Because like a bunch of dudes like that, like where they were trench coats and stuff. Like, oh yeah, I like Pulp Fiction and Fight Club, and I don't
know if those go together.
I think I know a lot of dudes who are like into that, and they're like, oh yeah, like check out my wallet, it says badass motherfucker, and I hate my mom, sort of thing.
I think you're taking your personal experience into this account.
Well, no shit. I'm taking what I've seen from other people, and how do you think I'd make any? How do you think people make any?
Like 3 or 4 people.
No,
more.
No, I've run into like a dozen people who've done that.
No way.
That is like an archetype.
No way.
Yeah, it is. I've seen people who fucking do that shit and listen to Korn and everything.
What?
Yeah,
these
dude.
things don't match up. Okay, I can see Fight Club and I don't know. Fucking who gives a shit?
I give a shit. But yeah, it looks like we might be getting that zombie get shot either at the next episode or the episode after, because it looks like you see him brandishing it. It looks like we're finally going to get some sort of revelation as to what is Dan Kuroto's deal.
What does that little boy want to do? And also, Graphite's dead.
Graphite's... Oh, yeah. Rip Graphite.
It's like
funny.
no one even addressed it. He's just like, he's gone.
Well, no, because Hito talked about it at the end of the episode. But that was funny because we made that episode last week, and I said like, oh yeah, I won't be surprised if he gets his flowers like, and literally like 2 hours later, I found pictures of him getting his flowers that got posted on his blog.
That was great.
So it was like, okay, so I was considered doing an addendum and putting it in, but didn't work out. So yeah, no, he gone. But I thought that was I was getting a little annoyed at the end of the episode because I was like, are they really not going to have Hito address it at all? And they still, all they did was have him just go, oh, Saki, and he just kind of commented on how bittersweet the victory is. It's like, that's cool and all, but you could have put a bit more time into that.
Yeah.
So unless of course it's going to turn out that he didn't really kill his, because we didn't, I don't know. There wasn't showing anything. They showed 2 separate shots of Graphite defeating Snipe, and then you just see Saki disappearing. It could very well be there's another twist in that someone else took her life. But yeah, fucking, he's the Phoenix of this series so far. Just got used. Rest in peace, him.
He might come back.
In a movie, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a movie or something in a one-off role, and he gets killed immediately.
Yeah, he wasn't that interesting anyway.
Yeah, I liked his outfit.
I like his outfit.
I like his clothes. I like any villains that have like that boho look. I love it.
Yeah, I like his weapon.
Oh yeah,
It was weird.
fucking Onyx Slash or whatever the fuck it was called. I don't know. So that's gonna be interesting seeing what happens with Dan Kuroto, because he has the bug visor, which they talked about that a few episodes ago, where he was like, "Oh, are you gonna use it? Is he not supposed to be able to use it? Is he human? Is he even still human? Is the thing." So that's going to be an interesting thing. I'm sure the zombie gets shot that's getting released, that's going to play a role and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Cool stuff though. I was worried this episode would be kind of a stinker for some reason, but it worked out well.
No, it's been on a steadier path.
It's getting steadier, which is good. Before it was just kind of at a low level, and now it's slowly going up an incline, and I hope it stays that way. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, I guess we can move on to our next topic, which the topic this week is going to be crossovers. This is mainly inspired by the fact that, one, I walked in while he was watching Shin-Chan, and they had Action Common on,
faster,
and I just remembered that they did that Den-O Shin-Chan crossover, and then they're doing the fucking Pac-Man crossover. Yeah. So, just talking about, I guess we're just going to be talking about that, like...
I want Neon Cat and Kamen Rider.
Neon Cat?
Yeah. What's it called?
Neon Cat?
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said Neon Cat.
That's what it's called.
Neon. There's a difference.
Neon
Cat, and then there's Neon.
Cat.
Neon Cat is a girl wearing like fuzzy ankle slips with like paws and ears in a nightclub.
What about Sonic the Hedgehog?
That glow under a black light.
Would you be up for that?
I think it's a bit out there just because Bamco doesn't tend to suck off Sega like that. But they do work. They suck off Bandai all the time. So, they suck off Toei all the time. So they can have Pac-Man, but
are you talking about like a feasible crossover or just like?
Either stuff you think would be feasible and you hope for, and stuff that is never going to happen, but ideally would be really cool.
Kamen Rider, eh?
Yeah.
Give him a little Kamen Rider.
The fuck?
Yeah, give him a little Kamen Rider.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm trying to think. There's not many things that would work with Kamen Rider.
Ultraman. They did an Ultraman crossover
years
years back in the 70s, and it was a one-off thing. And that was the most disappointing thing about Superhero Tyson Z, was I was expecting Sentai, Rider, and Ultraman.
Ultraman's
Rider...
on the same team. The same company, that's why.
I know. I know why. It's just like Metal Heroes. Like, that's not... I get why. Budgeting and licensing and whatnot. But when I think of the big three, I don't think of Metal Heroes.
They're saving that for another anniversary, probably.
There's no sanctity to just doing it then and there and then doing it again later on.
Yeah. I don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know. I would like Ultraman at some degree, because...
Why not, though, why don't they do Ultraman Godzilla?
They've never done that.
Why don't they do that?
I wouldn't be surprised if there's some degree of competition between them, maybe. Whereas with Bandai and Toei, it's so ever-present. You can't... They essentially dominate that market, so you can't really compete with them. You have no choice but to...
I think it's more so that Godzilla stays in the realm of films and never really goes into the TV.
That might be true, yeah.
It would be
all
cool.
we got was like that cartoon based on the American one, and so...
the two cartoons there were.
Yeah. So, they're doing that Godzilla anime written by Gen Unobuchi.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. He can be a bit of a one-trick pony sometimes. Yeah. So, I liked Gaim and I liked Thunderbolt Fantasy, but I don't want to see him write for Rider again. But no, I would like to see Rider and Ultraman probably more than anything else. I've always been a big fan of... Because they did Spider-Man, obviously, and I've always loved the idea of East meets West sort of thing, and we're getting that with that Sentai Justice League comic.
You mean Power Rangers?
Power Rangers, yeah. Power Rangers Justice League comic that's coming out. They're doing that, and that's as close as to...
Well, I feel like Power Rangers is still West, because it'll be the
Oh, it's the Western adaptation, but at its core, it's still Sentai.
What you just mentioned, I wouldn't want a whole Marvel universe team up with Kamen Rider, but
Sure.
a Spider-Man one,
Spider-Man,
that would be cool.
Like Spider-Man crossing over, like if they did like a Spider-Man Moderns, and that would be really fucking cool as a modern Spider-Man Sentai series. That would be fucking raw. I would love to see their interpretation on that. If they did that and they had a crossover with Rider,
you know what I could see them doing? Not necessarily a Sentai or Rider series Spider, but like remaking the '70s show, like a reimagining of that.
like Amazon's.
Yeah, like that. Just we did that Spider-Man Tokusatsu series. Let's go ahead and give another stab at it.
And maybe not by name, just a spiritual successor.
by name.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, just have it Spider-Man, but like take another stab at it.
No, that'd be awesome. I'd
That'd
love
be fucking
because
cool.
I remember Battle Fever J. That was meant to be Captain Japan, basically. That was originally meant to be a Captain America adaptation. Yeah. So I would love to see them do some joint thing because they have that Disc Wars show where it's an anime. Mm-hmm. Fucking Dio voices Deadpool. What the fuck? But yeah, they had that. So I mean,
it's me, Deadpool.
Yeah, I would love to see like an Iron Man crossover to some degree. That'd be really neat. I want this all to be in the confines of tokusatsu or in the form of comic or manga. I don't want to see like a theatrical Rider crossover with Tony Stark because I don't think anything good will come to that. No. But do like a fucking Kamen Rider Iron Man. I mean. Kamen Rider Birth and Iron Man, where they both have power armors, that'd be fun. But I don't know. I think all that's
would you want like a video game crossover, kind of like a Capcom versus Tokusatsu?
That would be very cool. Bandai versus Marvel, or something like that.
That would be cool. They could do it.
They could do Namco versus Marvel more than anything else.
They've done like Tekken versus Street Fighter.
Yeah, but like Namco versus Marvel, since Namco is now joined with Bandai. Mm-hmm. They could do Namco versus Bandai and have Rider in it. That'd be really cool. Namco versus Marvel. That'd be very neat.
That would be cool,
especially with them branching out and going back to doing the new Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah, we might get a feel for that because I feel like the Tatsunoko versus Capcom came out because of Marvel versus Capcom 3. Wasn't that around the same time?
Yeah.
They came out around the same time. But Bamco doesn't incorporate Toei.
Right? I mean, but they're like conjoined at the waist in terms of merchandising.
Are they legally conjoined?
Not legally conjoined, but they might as well be. Right. Like,
they do.
Bandai contributes to how shows developed because the shows are so toy focused. They'll do surveys and stuff. Like they'll do polls across the country regarding themes and stuff. Like I remember the reason they did oranges is Gaim as the main fruit is because they surveyed and they found that kids.
Yeah, why aren't they merged together? It's coming. They do all the like Sailor Moon toys. They do the Dragon Ball stuff.
I'm sure there's some legal stuff. They'd probably be really fucking because Bandai's like the biggest toy company like in Japan and one of the biggest toy companies in the world.
It's like the third biggest.
It's the third biggest, and I imagine a merger with Toei would be something bordering on monopoly. Something illegal. So
they're very close with each other.
So yeah, they work very close with each other. They might as well be conjoined. Anyways, my point is, they don't own Rider, but they might as well join.
So if you had to do it, it would be.
Would it be a fighting game?
I would love a fighting game. I would love a fighting game. They've done Rider fighting games like
the Climax Heroes,
but like add other people. So you would want it to be Rider plus.
Basic Marvel. Wouldn't even have to be the whole roster.
You just want Riders.
Riders? Well, I wouldn't... I'm talking about like if it was a Rider versus Marvel game. But no, I mean, if you're going to be doing Bamco, of course, go the whole way. Have Pac-Man in it. Have a few others. I don't know that many other Namco properties. Have a few Marvel characters. Oh yeah, Digimon is Bamco.
I really want them to throw Digimon into something.
That'd be very cool. Have like War Greymon or something.
That would be cool.
No, that'd be very neat. I would prefer it to be like more along the lines of like Dragon Ball Z Budokai or something, where it's just not maybe as sky focused, but like leaping across maps, beating it more like Ultimate Ninja Storm. I want that for every video game, to be honest, because I like
Ultimate Ninja Storm,
where it's just like leaping around, like flipping, doing tricks, hitting each other.
Yeah, the more
I like that. That's just like one of my ideal like formats for video games. So.
Really.
It's so much fun. It creates the illusion of... Not the illusion. It creates the feeling of that I'm in that world, especially with Naruto, because Naruto is all about acrobatics and special tricks. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. That's what I have to say about that. I mean, I don't know how I'd feel about DC, like, crossing over with Rider. I wouldn't...
No. Don't need it.
Just because DC tends to screw up on a lot of stuff.
I prefer DC, but it just doesn't match up with Rider.
Oh, I like DC too.
Marvel stuff matches up with Rider because Marvel's just more goofier.
Marvel tends to be more not romantic in the sense of
silly.
Romantic in the sense that it's more upbeat, I guess. Like Superman's like one of the most upbeat heroes there is, but like DC as a whole tends to be more cerebral, whereas Marvel is more along the lines of just like I can shoot an arc reactor blast out of my dick sort of thing. That's literally what it says.
Like any humor that's in a DC anything is just very like quips.
Very minor,
just quips.
mild. Yeah,
it's mild, very mild.
Yeah, you remember that in Civil War when he was like, "Oh yeah, I can shoot an arc reactor blast out of my dick." Chapter 12, page 13.
Oh yeah,
panel 4.
Yeah, good.
That's when Cap. That's how he killed Cap.
I don't remember that part.
That's how he killed Cap. He was like they were like walking down Capitol Hill, and they're like, "Great to work with you, Cap. Glad we could repeal it." And then Tony was just like, "Hey, Cap, watch this." Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Killed him. That's why there's that comic at the end of the comic where he's like, "I want you to look at this and wonder to yourself, was it worth it?" And like Cap is just sitting there with like Iron Man's just sitting there with like a smoking crotch, while like Cap's body's just lying there, and he's like, "It wasn't worth it.
It wasn't worth it.
It wasn't worth it." So, what was that little tongue stick you did? Oh, you get a little random.
I'm a little random XD for you.
As if I wasn't being random earlier.
He wasn't.
Okay. So, I don't know. How would you feel about on a cinematic level? I already told you how I would feel about it, but Marvel, like, right? I mean, in maybe not in Hollywood level, but maybe there's some sort of, like, they just came out with a fucking, I don't know if it's out yet, but there was a Russian superhero movie that came out, where it's like Russian Avengers, where they're all from different parts of the Soviet Union. Like, one of them is a bear dude with a machine gun. And, like, a movie of that caliber where, like, it's not, like, super nice Hollywood special effects, but something of that caliber, a little bit more than Toei's normal production values. Yeah. That crossing over with something else. For example, Doctor Who. I would never want a writer, but something of that caliber.
I could see that. That could work. I don't want to see it.
It could work. I don't want to see it. They had fucking Momotaros as actor. He voiced the Doctor in one of the...
They referenced the Doctor in Gokaiger, Doc Green.
Oh, God.
I mean, it wasn't bad.
I'm sure. I just dislike Doctor
Who. You know what it is?
I
probably hate Doctor Who fans more than the show itself.
That's exactly how it is. That's how it is with most stuff. Like, I don't, you know, I have nothing against Undertale. I'm never going to play it. Yeah. Just because the fans are so obnoxious.
God.
So
it's just that
I want to fuck the skeleton.
It's just that Doctor Who fans feel like it's like the most craziest science fiction show ever, and it's like it's a kids show in Britain, but they don't watch other shows from other countries. But it's like watching a foreign show. It's like, ooh, it's from a different country, but it's still in English.
It's that mysterious veil.
It's like it's the same thing with Sherlock. Oh, it's from a different country. Ooh,
yeah.
But I can understand that.
I wish I was born in Britain. Oh, where they say thou instead of you, and they say napkins instead of tampons.
Yeah.
So
I wish I was there.
I wish I was there. I wish I could be in Bridio.
In Bridio?
Bridio, like supposed to be like Britain, like Britty, and then dash O. Bridio. It just sounds like a water filter. Let's try that again. I wish I could be in England land. So,
England land.
So, you know, so fuck.
No,
fuck.
Wait.
I was just moving my screen.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to go into sleep mode.
Don't go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. Why? So what are you doing for Christmas?
Me?
Yeah.
Same old.
That I don't know what that is. That's why I'm asking.
I'm just Christmas gets worse as you get old. So
doesn't answer my question. What are you doing?
You just open your presents in front of your
you just open your presents. Okay.
You just open your presents. Okay.
Well, I'm going to be spending a week in a cabin with my family, my entire family.
Yeah, my roommate's doing that too.
So that's going to be it's going to be an experience. My nephews are going to be asking me to show them superheroes the entire time.
Do it.
I normally do, but when you're trapped in a cold cabin surrounded in the Georgia mountains, cabin fever, exactly. That's just it. They were trapped in the cabin for 1 week. All they had to watch was Kamen Rider Kiva. And there's like a bloody axe on the movie poster. This is Kiva Fever. Or some shit like that.
Oh my god, wake up fever.
Oh! We have a blog at bugboyspodcast.tumblr.com.
Yeah.
Send us any questions you might have, and we'll answer them on the podcast.
On the air, live.
Not live, but we'll answer them.
Live, on the air.
Okay. Well, everyone have Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa.
Keep going.
Happy Hanukkah.
Okay, keep going.
What other? I'm trying to be inclusive here.
I am. You fucking forgot one, and it's pretty fucking fucked up that you did that.
What did I miss?
You missed Crim Blue.
Oh, fuck! I forgot Crim Blue.
Damn.
I want to apologize to the Crimbloonians who I just fucked over majorly. I just fucked you. I just fucked
them.
I just fucked you hard. Fucked you hard in the hole. So I gotta apologize for that.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
For the
you know what? I'm gonna make this right.
Okay, make it right.
Rochester Park on 32nd and 30.
Yeah, be there.
I'm gonna be there. Have my holes open for you.
Jesus Christ!
Just go to town on my holes.
Fuck!
From one Christmas to another. This is Bugboys.
稲妻マシンでやってきたクリスマスに飛んできたライダーライダークリスマスみんなで変身だ